When you think of career progression, going from the peace officer to Peace Corps volunteer would probably not immediately come to mind. But today at Ingleside Station in San Francisco, Officer Janet Perez was saying goodbye to her colleagues. A week from today, she'll be on her way to a completely different life. News Center 4's Greg Lyon reports.
Thank you. How are you? Guys, you're famous? What's going on?
They weren't exactly the image of hard-bitten cops at Ingleside Station today. But then it's not every day that Officer Janet Perez comes to say goodbye to her colleagues.
And I came back to work and she says, I've joined the Peace Corps. And I said, nah, you're kidding. Yeah, good one.
Until recently, Janet Perez was one of them, a 5-year veteran of the San Francisco Police Department.
We're going to miss you. Come back.
Thank you.
All right?
All righty.
For Officer Perez, being part of the thin blue line on the city's mean streets was always interesting, often challenging.
It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's extraordinary, the things that you didn't think that you could do. So it really pushes you.
For the last 2 years, Janet Perez worked with kids. When trouble broke out at area schools, Officer Perez was the one who responded, like here at Balboa High, where Patricia Gray is the principal.
I sure do hate to see you go. Now, when are you leaving?
Next week. The reason I like working with the youngsters is because you know that somehow you can make a difference in their life.
Making a difference was her personal theme, and a year ago she saw an ad that revived a dream she had first had years ago, to join the Peace Corps. So she applied.
It was more difficult to get into the Peace Corps than it was to get into the police department.
But this spring, 1 year later, she was accepted. And so it happens that Peace Officer Perez was turning in her shield to become Peace Corps volunteer Perez.
I just want you to know that you need to note that this is a big loss for the San Francisco Police Department. We're going to really miss her. She's a great police officer.
It was bittersweet saying goodbye, above all at the station that was her house and whose officers were family. But Janet Perez was clear. This was something she had to do.
Somewhere along the line, I remember reading something that said that the only things that you regret when you get older are the things that you didn't do. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me, and I'm going to go for it.
In San Francisco, I'm Greg Lyon, News Center 4.
Janet Perez leaves in exactly 1 week to begin her 2 years as a Peace Corps volunteer in the South American country of Ecuador.
Good for her.